Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Get it! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Geno now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because off and run for yardage, but what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Uses the spin, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, you've got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Trying the left side with Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. It's caught at the 10. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays. But it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Back to throw, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He's got McBride here over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to run this one in. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll run again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's Smith now on second down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Now it's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 40 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Myers connects on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out right at the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Got it. Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. And
this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly,
he's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 87 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen across midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Now Gino on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 59, check 59, cover, cover.
Geno now to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Now Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, here we go. Hey, trio left. No ball, no ball.
Smith on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
49, flip it off, 49. Tuesday.
Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing again is Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
He's got it at the 2, and he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To the air again, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No balls, no balls.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe with a pick. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
To throw is Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Smith going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Throwing now is Geno. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Here's 2nd down.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14. At
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals,